I have a petri dish with a blood. So I want everybody to see what's happening with the cyanoacrylate, butyl cyanoacrylate. So if you just give to the petri dish, just put this is what happening. See, you can see this is called polymerization. You just keep on put every drop, just go and makes the whole blood. A pool of blood is now become like ice. And if that is not sufficient, we need to have a spare also. So don't work. Spare parts are important, not only for driving, laparoscopy, endoscopy, everywhere the spare is important. And you need to have the appropriate setup. This is the setup for thing. So even doing the procedure for troubleshooting, all you should have a plan A, plan B. I am doing a plan A. Plan B also is there if there is any problem, like professor said, sense taken tube. Yes, we need to have that. Terlipressin, we have it in theater like that. And one of the important thing I want to emphasize here, if you are going to inject glue, the glue is solidified, or it is chemistry, it acts very well with the distilled water. So don't inject, because what happens is the small thing I want to tell everybody, the space occupied in the syringe itself, I mean the needle, long needle, is about 1 ml. So if I put 1 ml of glue here, all the 1 ml will be within this syringe. Nothing is gone into the varices. So only if I put this followed by the glue, push it, this is the driver, it will drive the glue inside. But if you inject too fast, too much, it will drive the glue too far also. So you should be, this is the trick. Enough amount, that is usually I say 1.5 ml of distilled water immediately after inject, because if you wait even 1 second, the whole thing will solidify and the whole glue will be here, and it is very, very difficult. So you need the agile, very active staff to do that, otherwise it will be a nightmare situation. So you have a glue, spare glue, distilled water in 2 syringes, big syringes, and all these things, and we already tested how it is working. See, the whole thing is solidified now. So now we will go and inspect, see whether he needs the injection of the fundal varices, which is a much finer needle we use for a duodenal ulcer bleed. And for that, I asked the sister, needle out. So she knows to bring the needle out, needle in, needle back inside, needle out, needle in. So we know, we speak both the language, very important. Place it on the tongue and then proceed, and then glimpse of epiglottis, go behind vocal cord, go behind the cricopharyngeal region and see the esophagus. Surprisingly, if you see, it looks remarkably normal, don't you think so? So we didn't expect, like any other patient, this patient is not a case of chronic liver disease, but if you see, there are small grade 1 varices, at least at 12 o'clock, at least 1 varices there, and there is one tiny one. So there are some venous, abnormal venous channel, but it is grade 1, it could be missed very easily by beginners as a normal one. But if you go into the stomach and you see, what a 50 ml syringe, entering the duodenum, entering the D1, D2. So these are all small erosive changes. They are all like a polypoidal duodenitis. You can see it right at the top of them. There are some mucosal loss, but they are just normal. I don't think there is anything abnormal there. I just don't want to prod too much. Come back. There is no other abnormalities. I just to do a J maneuver just to show you. In the last 2 cases, you can see. Can you see the fundal varices now? It's actually I injected last time. Can you see there is a small mold-like thing on the surface? It is again now epithelium has covered it. Sometimes you can even see some amount of the glue is hanging like a honeydew, but here it is actually covered. I am going to choose a place now, somewhere here in a J maneuver. This sharp equipment can do harm. So first straighten the scope, keep it in the body or antrum, okay. And this is a small inflammatory polyp. Incidentally, we found that. See, there is a small inflammatory polyp. This is all quite a normal bystanders, we say. We have one more case of polyp, so we are concentrating only on the fundal varices in this case. So you bring, and it will at 7 o'clock in the trajectory, just take it back, keep it within the endoscopy, Now you do the J maneuver, it is yielding. See, you can see it is yielding. That means it is all venous filled.
Yeah.
And wherever it is yielding, you can inject. If it is hard, you can leave it because everything is yielding. Actually, wherever you inject, it is going to bleed like hell. So 1 ml, okay, needle out, suction off, okay, yeah, inject, saline, distilled water. So she already injected. Now she is driving the glue. Inject. It needs a very agile staff, three-way adapter if necessary. It takes only some milliseconds to polymerize. If you are not too careful, you will be creating a trouble for yourself. But I'm just seeing, we have done the injection. I'm just questioning myself, do I need to inject 4 more sites, or for demonstration this is suffice? And I thank IAGS, our president, for giving me the opportunity to exhibit all we can offer to our budding endoscopic people.
Dr. Ishwar Murthy, wonderful presentation. It was a pleasure to watch you do this, and I think there are a lot of take-home messages as far as I am concerned. I'm sure the participants will also benefit with it. Thank you, Professor Krishna Rao, for all your pearls of wisdom. Thank you.